Hello, my fellow page pamperer. My name is Cora. Welcome back to my channel, Pampered Pages, and welcome to today's video. It is a perfectly crispy fall morning, and I am so excited because I am currently at the grand opening for a new Barnes & Noble, and one of my favorite new-to-me authors is going to be hosting the ribbon cutting and then doing a book signing, Sarah Pinner. If you don't know, The Lost Apothecary has been one of my favorite reads this year. I am currently in the Amalfi Curse, loving it. I did bring that book. I don't know if I can get that one signed, but I will be picking up a copy, hopefully if they have it, of The Lost Apothecary. Fingers crossed. I have high hopes, but I'm very, very excited. There is already a line forming, so I'm going to grab my coffee because I took 2 sips, take a few more sips of that, take a few sips of water, and go stand in line. I have 3 objectives, of course. Watch the ribbon cutting, meet Sarah Pinner, hopefully have her sign a copy of The Lost Apothecary, and then finally have myself a bookish peruse and take in all the vibes. This is one of the new designed stores. I have not been in one of those yet, so overall I'm just very excited. Let's see what I get up to on this fall DIML / come book shopping with me vlog. Welcome to the voiceover, my fellow page pamperer. Here I am waiting in line. There's the line. And this is what dreams are made of right here. We have the cat in the hat making his grand debut. I waved. There I am. Oh, and there's Sarah Pinner. She is about to cut the ribbon. Ribbon has been cut. 3, 2, 1. Yay, we're clapping, we're clapping, we're walking, we're walking. Vibes were high, and I made a straight beeline over to the books. They're everywhere. As you can also see, I have secured the goods, The Lost Apothecary, and here I am. Oh, look, so full of life, so elated. And those are the books I am getting signed, waiting in line, contemplating on whether or not I should have brought my copy of the London Seance Society, but it is signed, so that's cool. And peace. And after a quick shot of the cafe, I give you a princess. After the signing, I had myself a bookish peruse, checked out many of the buy one, get one 50% off books. They had quite the selection. Can't wait to go back. Oh, and I did find this book of dog portraits from an artist I've seen on Instagram. Had quite the time going through that. Fresh. And I almost bought this book, but the reviews were pretty mixed, so I may end up checking it out from my library in the future. Some more Q footage. The booksellers were so nice. You could definitely feel the excitement in the air. Some outdoor footage, so lush, and second bag secured. Mission so successful. Every objective was completed, and I had a grand old time. But I'm going to head home though before I get into my experience. I do have some books to share. I also stopped by Trader Joe's real quick and grabbed some soup for dinner and some caffeine. Speaking of which, I still need to finish my coffee and drink some more water because I got my steps in. I made some laps. I'm on my way. I've arrived. Welcome to the hall. First things first, I'm the realist. Actually, I need to put away the pantry items so I don't trip on them because I don't need to break anything. Overall experience, 10 out of 10, very fun. I'm very glad I went. Sarah Pinner was a joy to meet, and I brought the Amalfi Curse with me, which, as I mentioned, is my current read. I've yet to read the London Seance Society. I'd love to read that before the end of the year, but this was a top contender on my fall TBR, and I'm glad I started it. I'm enjoying it so far. And then, if you remember earlier this year when I read The Lost Apothecary, I did not have my own copy. I read it from the library. Well, actually, I checked it out on Libby, and then I checked out the physical copy from my library to re-examine the text, but regardless, I now have my own copy, and she did sign both. I had a great time. It was lovely speaking with her. She did talk to me a little bit about the sequel prequel, which I'm very excited for, the title, the release, so I'm very excited. That is going to be at the top of my list when it comes out. And then after I met Sarah Pinner and had my book signed, I wandered around, had myself a bookish peruse, and I picked up a Sudoku book, which I will be doing today to help calm my mind. And then I also picked up a book that has been on my bookish wish list. The Ministry of Time by Colleen Bradley. This sounds so good. It is a time travel romance. I will read the blurb for you just so you can get the entire gist, but here it is. In the near future, a civil servant begins work on a highly confidential project. A government ministry is gathering expats from across history to discover whether time travel is feasible for the human body, but also for the fabric of space-time. She will act as a bridge, living with, assisting, and monitoring the expat known as 1847, or Commander Graham Gore, who, as far as history is concerned, died on Sir John Franklin's doomed 1845 expedition to the Arctic. But as the bridge acquaints Gore with modern concepts such as washing machines, Spotify, and the collapse of the British Empire, she finds herself falling fervently in love with consequences that she never could have imagined. Yes, yes, yes. I am putting this on my immediate TBR. I'm finishing up my lunch. I made a coconut water, banana, raspberry smoothie. So hopefully I don't have like raspberry seeds in my teeth. And then I also had some of the home-style chicken salad from Trader Joe's, which was delish. Now I'm going to have myself a little bit of chill time, turn on an ambiance video, solve some, I don't know how many Sudoku puzzles, and just relax for a little bit. I almost spilled a bit of my smoothie. That would not have been good. On to the puzzles, which, speaking of, I've been trying to figure out what I want to use this pouch for. I picked it up in Nice, and I thought maybe like a pencil pouch for my journal, my organizer, but this fits perfectly in there. So I'm thinking of just using it as a hobby pouch, keeping it in whatever tote bag I'm using. That way I can bring things along with me, more things. Also, speaking of items that I brought back from Nice, I did finish reading How to Solve Your Own Murder by Kristen Perrin, and I do believe that I want to eventually read the sequel, How to Seal Your Own Fate. It is on my bookish radar. I'm just not sure when I'll get to it. And then I finished reading as well One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. If I could go back in time, I would read Every Summer After. I believe that's the title first. Regardless, I did enjoy my time. It was a good way to wrap up summer, I feel. And then, what else? The Red Address book by Sophia Lundberg. So good, very emotional, sad, happy, lots of tears, so many tears. I don't think I've ever cried as much as I cried when I was finishing that book. And then I also finished reading The Treasure Hunters Club by Tom Ryan, and I really liked that book. I was doing an audiobook read along, but eventually I just read the physical book, and I really, really liked it. I've talked about it in previous videos. It was good. It was really good. All of that to say, all of my recent reads have been rather enjoyable, and I'm hoping to continue this enjoyment streak through this fall season, which is very much underway. Yes. Okay, now, officially, on to the puzzles. One puzzle down, 213 more to go. I did get comfy. Well, this shirt's pretty comfy, but I changed into pajamas halfway just to really lock in, solidify that lock in. And my mom and I are texting, and I showed her a picture of this book because when I was younger, she used to do Sudoku puzzles all the time, and I would take her books for myself. Locking back in. Will report back. What was that noise? I don't think you could hear it. It sounded like something was in the wall. putting a little pause on my R&R, relax and read time to do a bit of organizing, get things prepared for the remainder of this week and this weekend. I did do a few more puzzles, loving it, and then I also did a little bit of reading. As you know, I am reading The Amalfi Curse, very much enjoying it. I really like Sarah Penner's writing style. It's very immersive, very atmospheric, so I'm enjoying my time with my current read, but things need to be put away. I haven't put up what I picked up at Trader Joe's earlier. Everything is shelf stable, so nothing was rotting away. But dinner tonight, this is what I picked up. Well, one of the things, the autumnal harvest soup. We have had this. I really like it. I do add a few more ingredients to it to beef it up, but I think that's what I will make for dinner tonight. Very cozy, very autumnal. And then for dessert, I'm not sure. One of these two things maybe, or neither. These gluten-free pumpkin pancakes, also from Trader Joe's, or these brownies, also, surprise, from Trader Joe's. These are my favorite boxed brownies. I need to put some things away. I need to clear off our counter. I need a vacuum, maybe some laundry. I need to set myself up for success for the remainder of this week because things are looking messy. Okay, the verdict is in. It's a soup and brownies kind of night. Are you ready?
Yes.
That was so enthusiastic. Okay, let's go. Come on. Transition to a done brownie. How should we do this transition? Ready? Wow. Let's eat. Brownies are in. Time to prepare the soup. I am going to add some ground turkey. Just ground turkey. Do you want anything else? Maybe spinach or no?
We just say ground turkey. Fine.
Ground turkey, some parm. Should be good. Soup has been added. I actually need to turn it down a little bit. And I also added some additional seasoning to the meat. I think this would pair really, really well with like tortellini. What do you think?
Oh, for sure. Something like a grilled cheese, maybe.
Yeah, definitely grilled cheese. Basically, anything cheese. But this is almost done. So transition to a bowl of soup. Ready? Oh. Wow. How gooey. Thank you. Let's do 5, because I did put them in on the lower end. What was I saying? I don't know. Brownies are almost done. Soup is ready. GBBO on the television. It's a full night.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
You already know what time it is when I hit you with this location change. Bedtime. Per usual, I like to end my nights, if I'm able, with an evening of pampering. On tonight's agenda, I have my Sudoku book. I have the Amalfi Curse, so a little bit of puzzling, a little bit of reading, and maybe, just maybe, I will find a little a little spooky season slash Halloween cute movie to watch. However, regarding today, I had an absolute blast and I feel like it was the perfect way to round out the month of October. Speaking of which, let me know in the comments below what has been your favorite moment of fall so far, or what has been your favorite book. Oh, that's my phone. What has been your favorite book that you have read so far this fall season? With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you soonish. Bye!